Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 setups for today. So we have hit a fairly strong level of support here at 54.50, as we spoke about yesterday. Oscillator separating quite nicely at the moment. This is mainly because of the Nasdaq getting a bit of a slap yesterday, and a lot of the tech stocks are down significantly, and the Nvidia are down. I think it's almost 7%, 8% in a day and a half. Plus it got hammered the day before. So I'm not convinced that we fall into the floor, that's for sure. But this level of support here at 54.50 is pretty crucial. Problem is that the Nasdaq has broken through its crucial support, so this could follow suit. And that would open up the doors for a bigger move down to 53.74 area. So let's just have a look at the lower time frames, because that's what we're looking for. It's really messy. As you can see, started off in the middle of last week, and then it's just been sideways, kind of got going, and then we fell again. So we're expecting it to hit some structure to the downside. I'm just going to put this little pin bar in as well. So 54.50, 54.42, definitely expecting some sort of structure here. And then when you look at it, just put your lines along the top and bottom of the channel, and you see you have a flag brewing as well. A bit of a crossover here on the faster moving averages, but we are still above the 150, so trend is still up. And when we drop down to the hour, that picture changes ever so slightly. So yeah, a couple of decisions to make. Firstly, we have some overhead resistance at 54.64. Big move down yesterday, well, big move up and then big move down, so it's above and below the moving averages in a day, so that's just confusion. Oscillators group to the downside and looking like they're rolling, but this does look like a bit of a flag. This little pin bar at the closes, I don't think you need to pay too much attention to it. I would wait for a second attempt at 54.50, but ideally you want to get above 54.64. You want price to get above that, come back, test it, hold that, and then accelerate to the upside. And that's the picture for the longs. And there are a couple of ways of looking at this. So the first way is taking the first two pies here, or first two fractal highs there, and that is your trend line. And then the other way is that you had some structure form. This was a flat bottom triangle, as you can see. Broke to the upside, found support on it, then we're back below it. So it could be a rejection here again for another leg down, which is what I'm assuming is going to happen. But we are waiting for CPI data at the moment. And there's a lot of the economic data that's coming through this week. There's a probability of it continuing. But I think if the economic data is sound, you're going to see us recover this little, what do you call it, a little blip, and move back to the upside. So I'm a little bit cautious on the shorts, that's for sure. Often happens like this, where the Nasdaq gets hammered and tech stocks get hammered. It's not, they're overvalued and a whole lot of noise around it, and then all of a sudden some other metrics comes out, and then tech stocks are the best things in sliced bread. So I'd be cautious, but I wouldn't pay too much attention to what's going on in the Nasdaq. What you're looking for is an area of support. So you get down to 50-minute, this is definitely 54.50, 54.42. Now if I scroll left, let's just do this on the hour. If I scroll left inside that zone, look at how much support is here. And I can probably put a third one in, which we can say is our stop zone, which is 54.21. But all the way down, probably 54, that's 54.11. Next tail is going to be 5400. Yeah, 54.04. So there's supports all the way down. As you can see, there's a lot of support further down. So if we do get through this 54.50 area, then you're probably aiming for 5400. But my view is if you get back above 54.64, then you can get onto the 50-minute, wait for the pullback and retest of it. You can see it kind of happened here, but very, very messy. And we don't want to be trading like this when a price is above and below the moving averages like this. We want it to get above a level, get the moving averages pointing up, and then find the retest and then get in on the trade. So while it's confused, as per yesterday, very cautious, sit back and wait. I suspect you're going to get another leg down, to be honest. You're probably going to be rejecting, if it's not 54.64, you know, let's put them in. There's a whole host of tails in these two levels. You can see this one that we're at the moment, 54.61. So I suspect you're going to get a rejection here for another leg down. At the moment, your stop is going to be above the swing high, and that is 54.73. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be a big move. I think you probably come test 54.50 again, and then more than likely range here as we start getting data, and then make a call of what we're going to do. That's kind of my view at the moment. Possible for another leg down, but there's just so much structure that's broken. There's also another diagonal that's broken. So I'm a little bit cautious. I think I'd rather err on the side of caution and just wait for the data. I think you've got some coming out today, you've got some on Wednesday, and then you've got more on Thursday. So just wait for that data, which should help you make the call. But as it looks now, you're looking for a rejection here somewhere where we are, just about 54.64 for another leg down. And it's going to be a short scalp in my view anyway. Anyway, that's kind of me for today. Be cautious, be careful, and keep those stops tight because it can go either way. Anyway, catch up with you tomorrow. Cheers for now.